Hello brothers and welcome back to another video. So we've got two big subjects to talk about today. One is potential new faction-based bundles which are going to be coming out for Space Marines and Chaos Space Marines. And the next subject is Games Workshop getting rid of brand new stock. They're just tipping it into bins. It's just going into a landfill, which for me is an absolute crying shame. Now let's start, of course, with these new bundles. This has been labelled Old Foes New Bundles. A big shout out to Dystopian Chimp for sending me this information. So what has happened is that Games Workshop has put out an email. That email has since been retracted and you can't see this information anymore, but it had images on there and people have saved the images, and this is what you're seeing in the background now. So there's a Sons of Ferrous Manus one, basically an Iron Hands one, and there's an Emperor's Children one as well. As you can see with the image in the background, the Iron Hands one says, unleash cold, hard logic and a colder, harder dreadnought upon the enemies of the Imperium. This bundle is the perfect way to kick off a new Iron Hands force or add to reinforcements to the one you already have. So it seems that they're going to be making Battle Force boxes, or should I say, bundles, that is going to strengthen your faction. For example, the Iron Hands have a Dreadnought added onto there because Iron Hand Dreadnoughts are pretty tough, especially the ones with the quad las cannons. They make me cry every time I play against them. The image in the background of this, though, with the Iron Hands and stuff, that is the combat patrol for Space Marines, and there's definitely no dreadnought in that. So I think that's just like a placement issue, a placement image that they've just put in the background. It's nothing to do with what they probably have planned for that Iron Hands bundle. And the other half to this is, of course, the Sons of Fulgrim, and this one states, claim the galaxy in the name of Slaanesh. With the Chaos Space Marine bundle, it contains everything you need to start a new Emperor's Children army or easily add to the existing one. What I will say to this is, come on Games Workshop, you can't start a new Slaaneshi army, Emperor's Children army, without new sculpts. We need new Noise Marines. We need a new Lucius the Eternal. We need Fulgrim Demonic Primarchs to come back. With all the rumors that's going around at the moment with the World Eater Codex, I think this would have been a bit more cooler if you actually did it as World Eaters rather than the Sons of Fulgrim, because there's been literally no rumors regarding them, and they really haven't got like the current model range to support a bundle like this. It's just basically going to be Chaos Space Marines painted in Emperor's Children colors, where to me, when I think of Emperor's Children, it's like tentacles and whips and all the Slaaneshi things you can bloody imagine. You don't really get that with the standard Chaos Space Marine kit. I am actually interested to see what models are going to be a part of the Sons of Fulgrim, the Sons of Ferrous, the Sons of Rogel Dawn, the Sons of Gilliman. I am really excited to see what we actually get in those box sets as a Son of Dawn, of course. I'm wondering if ours is just going to be filled with just bolters. Bolters upon bolters upon bolters upon bolters. Is this just a way of maybe getting rid of old stock like they normally do, like the Phobos Marines and stuff like that? We shall see in time. Again, it's not up on any of the websites at the moment for pre-orders because this has gone out earlier than it is supposed to. This is going to be like next Sunday's pre-order announcement of these new bundles, which are probably going to be released just after Christmas, sometime in the new year and stuff like that, because of course with shipping issues and everything at the moment, you can't get everything shipped from Games Workshop to arrive on time, probably till after the New Year's now. So yeah, we're probably going to see them sometime next weekend. Moving on to the next subject of the video is a literal bin full of Warhammer product, and this really does make me sad. So this was posted over on the Warhammer 40,000 Reddit. Thank you, Mikey at Hellstorm, for sending me this, because we were laughing about it, like just a literal bin full of unopened Warhammer products. There's a bit more to the story. Apparently, this is some of the stuff from the sewage leak, so it is literally boxes of shit, of Warhammer covered in shit. Maybe that's why it's in the yellow bins and stuff. I think that's like waste material, if I'm not mistaken. But it is sad to see something like this. You can actually see, if we zoom in, the close big box there is a Dark Imperium box set, which I know a lot of people are still after. It's kind of ironic that, a Death Guard themed box set is being thrown out because it's actually covered in feces, even though that's what their faction is basically all about. You know, disease, plague, you know, grandfather Nurgle, all that type of stuff. There's actually a chap actually in this Reddit thread, and I'll link the Reddit thread in the description if you want to go read it for yourself, who says he used to work there. He says stuff ends up in the bins all the time at Warhammer World, especially the terrain, as majority of it comes from China. Even if it's a nanometer out of plumb, it all goes in the bin. He goes on to say he once saw an entire skip of battle sanctums. He said, even when I was employed there, you couldn't go dumpster diving. There are more eyes on those skips than anywhere else in GW. The bins with whole boxes were typically by bays, sealed pens with lots of cameras. If that is true, right, and they're throwing things out just because it's a little bit out of plumb, maybe they can come up with, like, I don't know, some kind of second-hand thing where they give it to charity shops or something, just as long as, like, they have the disclaimer saying that this is, you know, it's a faulty product. Kit bashers would love it, just to cut it up, make some ruined terrain and stuff. I don't care it's a nanometer out of plumb. I don't care about that. I'll make it like a big gaming board, like battle board and stuff. There's got to be a better way than just bloody putting it in the bin. Mikey at Hellstorm actually did a really good video about like wasted plastic and, you know, the environmental cost of it and everything like that. I'll include his link in the description as well because it's a really, really interesting video. Yeah, I just think it's just a waste. Of course, with the stuff that may be contaminated with sewage, yeah, I understand that, but I will sign any kind of letter from Games Workshop to say I can't sue them if I contract something, because I will literally jump in head first into that shit-filled bucket of a bin and go dumpster diving for some models, especially the Dark Imperium box set, because it's amazing. That's the only way you can get like that fat Gravis Captain these days is from that Dark Imperial bundle box set. All right, Chaperonios, that is enough waffling from me as always. I would love to get your thoughts and feedback on this. Do you like the idea of these new bundles? What do you expect from a bundle from your faction? Of course, we're talking Space Marines and Chaos Space Marines. If you're a World Eater, what do you expect? If you're like an Imperial Fist, an Ultramarine, Raven Guard, Salamander, what do you expect in your bundles? What would you like to see in your actual bundles? That is probably going to be the interesting topic in the comment section down there. Right, enough waffling. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. See you now. Have a great day, and bye-bye.